Ms Alaiza Lopez. Come on up. Make some noise for luck versus skill. Dun, dun, dun. Ms Alaiza Lopez. With luck, are you ready? Write Club audience, are you ready? Ms Alaiza Lopez with luck in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Fact, I am the luckiest bitch alive. I exist when odds stacked against me want me to die. When forces challenge me, a bitch tends to thrive. Under certain pressure, you get a diamond. Under certain stars, you get a woman with a gift. I may not be able to tell you the future or heal you with nature, but I am a powerhouse for chance and destiny. A human weapon in the form of luck and timing. Testimony number 1. When you drove me out to the desert and showed me my own shallow grave, I wasn't supposed to come back that day. But your mom called and you got distracted, drove back tied up in the passenger seat, swerved through traffic, popped a couple punches on me just to teach me a lesson. He said, next time I'm driving you out here, I'm coming back alone. I'll fuck you up, bury your body with your phone, and when the police ask me where you're at, I'll tell them you never came home and you have the habit of going places you shouldn't go. So the next time you fucking make me drive out here, I'm coming back alone. Damn! You never know how lucky you are until your life depends on chance. Being in an abusive relationship taught me just that. Out of all the times I've escaped death or played hide and seek with him, the 3 years I spent with my abuser had me sitting side by side with the Grim Reaper at a bus stop. I still remember the size of the hole, and it was significantly smaller than my body because it wasn't made for me, it was made for the girl before me. I was not the only one that took this drive, cried these same cries, and felt the same hand on my skin at such a fast and violent rate. She knew what it was like to be a lucky ass bitch too. To be seconds close to becoming another Netflix documentary or an article on the internet. Right before we pulled off the road, he looked at me with tears in his eyes and said, you don't understand the things you make me do. And you don't understand that I don't want to do these things too. And although I don't remember why we drove out there or what I did to turn this white man red, I was on that bus stop again, and at that moment I convinced myself that love was supposed to be this hard. Deciphering codes of the ill mind and enduring personality changing moments were part of this soul-tying contract that I signed in blood. The car stopped abruptly. He opened the door for me because I was bound, and he set me down on the dirt ground. While rummaging through the back of the car, searching for a shovel to widen this hole, his phone not rang once, not twice, but 3 times, and that last ring felt like a call straight from the clouds and the kingdom that hides behind them. And when he answered it, time stopped. Death looked at me, got up, and got on the next bus as he usually does. On the drive back home, I ate every single hit with grace. My thought was, as long as I didn't die in a desert where a coyote would eat me, I can take a couple punches, slaps, or cigarettes being thrown at me. I was blessed. And today I glow with the same aura that surrounds the Garden of Eden. I escaped the hands of an abuser and lived to tell the tale. A lot of women in my position did not have that same outcome. Some are still at that bus stop, locked hands with death, and some got on that bus and never came back, and that is true luck. Fact. I'm a lucky ass bitch just like the Irish. I roll up 4-leaf clovers and then I smoke that shit. You never know luck if it broke your leg and made your palms itch. You never leveled up from misfortune if it didn't make you gracious. You've never been millimeters from death and it shows. You've never lived, just wrote pretty little poems. Testimony number 2. The first time I went to the casino, I got blackjack 3 times in a row. My family asked me to scratch their scratchers. One time on a first date on our way to the drive-in theaters just 3 minutes away from my house, a collision took course right in front of the vehicle and Shorty swerved just in time. Cars flipped and spun and we remained untouched. The other day I drove over 2 hours in traffic from Tucson to get to the downtown Phoenix Poetry Slam, which is every second Friday, by the way. With my luggage in my back seat, I cascaded downtown searching for a parking spot. I thought I just need a fucking spot. I don't care if it's a far walk. I'm thankful I made it just in time, and boom! A spot with my name appeared in front of the gallery. While getting out of the car, my earring came off, and it seemed the back of my earring came off as well. My initial unmedicated reaction would be to curse at the universe for making things extremely difficult, but instead I thanked her because I packed an extra pair of earrings anyway, and at least I had a fucking parking spot on downtown on a Friday. I felt a tickle on my neck, and it was the back of my earring. What I'm trying to say is when misfortune finds you, greet him with grace and thank him, and only then fortune will follow her brother. Or whether it's hitting every red light in a hurry to work or a situation at a bus stop. Once you accept the black storm, only then you will see the silver lining that shines for you. This is my testimony. I am the luckiest bitch alive, even when I am not. I should have died more times than I can count, but I did not. I've survived the worst of trials and tribulations, and that is true luck. Fact. There's a certain part of me that is afraid I'm what the people say, conceited and cocky in the worst way, that I use my looks and I write sick-ass poetry and sing periwinkle songs, but along the way, my personality gets tarred and you gotta throw it away. Fact, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of me, because I know the universe is a fan of me. I told you guys I'm so fucking lucky. That's why I go on stage and say whatever I gotta say. That's why I act the way I act. You think I care if we have beef? I'm best friends with the universe. You mean nothing to me. I'm devoted to fortune and she's devoted to me. Whether it's bad luck, good luck, it all belongs right here in my chest where my heart beats, and it will continue to sing. Testimony number 3. You see, my brother was born on 1/1/88, my sister on 7/7. The doctors told my mom that my due date was 12/12, and even though I was 3 days late, I remained my mother's luckiest child. The day I was born, the doctor was also late, so my dad and a student nurse delivered me into the world. My dad said I slipped out of his hands for just 1 second, and if you know my dad, that is true luck. Whether or not you believe in angel numbers, it's a little odd the way we were placed and pinned onto this earth. Who wouldn't want messages from the universe through the only language that remains the same throughout the regions? Numbers. That's why I always see 7/7 everywhere I go, and that's why I always feel at home when I'm in Vegas. Fact. Sagittarius rules in Jupiter. Fact. Jupiter represents luck, fortune, and success. Fact. I'm a Sagittarius. Fact. I faked it until I survived, and that is how I became the luckiest bitch alive.
Stuck in the box, smoke with a tent.